by printbymagic.com, printing playing cards and services for magicians.
Hi guys, James Anthony here from MagicWorld.co.uk and super excited to be reviewing this product right here. It's a Unify Second Sight Long Range. I've been wanting to do this review for a good number of months, ever since I picked one up at Blackpool. However, I just wanted to really play with this item, get myself down with it, make sure I understand it, and make sure I can give you the most solid review I possibly can about this product. Now, before we go into reviewing this product, I'm then going to mention a little bit afterwards about two wonderful products, Monochrome and Intuito by LUCA VOLPE, and my little extra cool little trick of the week, which I love carrying around with me. So there we go. Let's get into this week's review of the Unify Second Sight Long Range. So the product itself, let's have a little look at it. This is what it's called, Second Sight Long Range 749. I should have changed the camera to that one, but hey, we're just on a roll right now. So I'm going to look at you right now, and then I'm going to turn right back to this camera and bring it back here. So basically, the price of this, I think, does change depending on the conversion rate at the time, and sometimes offers that are on. Right now, the price is $749 on the Illuminati website, but I think it was $849 a couple of months back. There's different deals that happen sometimes, so just check the Illuminati website. Now, what I'm going to say is I'm just going to move this here. I'm going to tap that, and I'm just going to tap this a little bit closer. There we go. You know why I've done that? So you don't get quite the same amount of mess that is on the floor. God, I'm so organized here, aren't I? So I really miss doing these reviews. So here we go with a product that is just insane, okay? This is something that you would never have believed would be possible until it gets released. You know, finding a person's playing card is essentially, you know, the age-old trick. There's so many ways of doing it. You could do it with technology or without. You can do it just with a simple force. There's so many ways in which you can reveal or find a chosen playing card. Now, this one is just another utility, another tool out there that would allow you to find a chosen item, a chosen playing card, whatever it may be, without any peaks, without any, well, no, there is a peak, but without any sleight of hand, without even having to handle the deck yourself. It can all be done in the spectator's hands. There's so many ways that this can be used. I'm just going to show you the basic things with it without going into too much detail. So what is Second Sight Long Range? Well, to show it you, this is exactly what it is right here. This is the unit. This is the actual box itself. Very clearly says it's CE approved, which is quite important for me. It has passed all the safety requirements, which again is something that was a concern for me. I wanted to make sure that this product was as safe as humanly possible for the amount it's being used. Now, I'll go into that, but the main thing is, yes, it's very safe. Unless you have it turned on all day long, non-stop, and right next to your chest. You know, I wouldn't do that because it's like having a mobile phone, but a little bit stronger, and that's being there all day, you know, glued to you. This is to be used as a magic prop, sort of in a period of 1 or 2 hours when you're gigging, or on a stage where it's over there, and maybe on manual where it's just being turned on as and when you want it. So right now, I've got this on manual mode. It's not emitting anything, but what it does is it is sending out secret signals which pick up what chosen card has been made from a deck of cards. So you get a deck of cards here, first of all, which is, I've got the box here somewhere, but I've lost the box. The box is a Phoenix box. And these are the cards. That is the thickness of the cards right there. Now, the first thing you're going to say is these aren't real cards. Okay. A spectator, 100%, these are just normal playing cards. They feel like them. They won't fan. They're PVC. But they won't fan, but they feel like playing cards. They are waterproof. and they're very, very durable and strong, which is just what you want if you're a professional magician, you're going out, you're doing lots of gigs, and you want something that is going to hold up years after years, especially at the cost of these decks. But to the spectator, they're going to have no clue. They don't know good from bad cards. And especially in the sort of circumstances where I will be doing this, which will be more parlour and stage. So these cards feel like ordinary cards in many ways. Tiny bit heavier, you know, as a magician you'd feel that, but as a lay person, you know, it just acts as a normal deck of cards where, you know, it just looks really good quality. There we go. So here's the deal. You don't have to be touching these cards. This device will read the playing card from a distance. Now, there's 4 or 5 different settings. I've forgotten how many, but you can choose how long you want this device to pick up the playing card from. And it is surprisingly reliable. I mean, it's super reliable. So I've been playing around with this. There's 2 ways of connecting this. One, to your phone directly. If you connect it to your phone, then it works with the Unify app, and it will tell you on your Unify app what cards have been chosen. Now, it also works with the notifier. So the notifier will be here, and wherever you want, that could be in your pocket, and it will connect directly to the notifier, so you do not need the app to be open, which to me is a game changer. I absolutely love the fact that all I need to do to go to a gig is have these 2 items. I could put that in my top pocket if I wish, or I could have that on the table inside a box, which is probably my preferred method, so I can choose what direction it goes in. It fits inside a box, which is perfect. There's so many options for what you can do with this and where you hide it. But you know what? In a moment, I'm going to show it you in action, but let's watch just a little bit of the trailer. So here we go, the trailer for this product. Let's go big with it. I mean, it looks cool. Let's talk over it as well. Unify Second Sight Long Range. It was a hit at Blackpool. Imagine, it's not just playing cards, but you could have cards which are printed with different things. Lottery tickets, numbers, locations, favourite landmarks, whatever it is. It's reading that data from that card, sending it back, and directly telling you what it is. It's compatible with the remote control as well, which I have here. And the remote control can be used to actually manually scan whenever you wish. So you can push a button and you can manually do a scan, or you can have it on all the time, you know, scanning, so that it's always detecting. And here's the crazy part, it works up to 3.5 meters. I mean, that is a long, long way. So it's game changing in that respect. Vibrations, sorry, I'm talking fast to keep up with the thing. Vibrations, notifier, thumper, you can completely control where the vibrations go, whether you want vibrations or not. It tells you where it's connected, so you know exactly that everything is going to be foolproof and working. It's a professional item that has been created for professional magicians at this price point, and because of that, the features are just insane and the reliability is great. Now that's it going to the printer. You also have Scribe, which you can get from Illuminati, and Scribe will print things out. So people could select cards with different countries. Now it prints out a boarding pass, or it adds in different landmarks and places into a handwritten note. It's almost unimaginable what you can actually achieve with this whole setup. The social media integration is a brand new integration they've just released, where you can actually scan items that they've done. You can combine other elements of electronic magic, book tests, and then it adds it all into a social media post, pictures, chalkboards that are on your backboard. You can have it reveal in so many cool ways. So really, I don't know how much better this could really get. I really don't. So I am not being paid by Illuminati to do this review. This is quite simply my own selection of items from it, and then this as well, which I found to be probably some of the most reliable mentalism tools on the market. Quite simply, the most reliable in terms of, okay, the app works great, but if I've not got the app, it now works and directly connects, doesn't let me down as long as I haven't made a setting. There's always, in any of these apps, there's loads and loads of settings. But as long as I am careful, I have my setup, my show set up, once it's set up in the app, it just works. So the great thing about these products is that they are manufactured super well to a very high standard indeed, right down to the cards that you get with it as well. So let's show you the product. I keep doing the wrong camera there. Let's show you this product in action. So we have the nice little notifier right here, and we have the unit right here. Now, the unit is turned on. This is turned on. I'm going to set the unit onto my table just here like this. This is now pointing towards me. I am going to get a random card from the middle of the deck. So I'm going to go keep face down. I'm going to take a random card and I'm not going to look at this. Oh, I can't use that one though. Not the blank card. That's for programming in. So that's a double blank. Definitely can't use that one either. So the thing is, I can see obviously what the card is on the screen. So I'm just going to take a random card from here and I'm just going to pop it into my top pocket like this. There we go. And put all the cards to the side. Very important because there is, how do I say, it's reading by sending out waves and it's bouncing off the chip that's inside. So by doing this, you don't want to have all the cards too close by or within the same, sort of direction. You can change the direction, but you don't want to have too many things going on. It will pick up multiple items at once, but right now we're just picking up the one. So I have got to now initialize it. I hit the button like this, and it's now told me the 8 of spades. I don't know what to say. I mean, look, it has to be the 8 of spades. I've got 100% security that it's going to get the card right. I have to do that again because it's just so much fun. Show you the reliability. Take a random card out, stick it in my pocket over there. So that could be a card that somebody has riffled, taken a card out of. They've handled the cards themselves. They put the card in their top pocket. And now there's multiple ways of getting the device to do the read. The read can be done by pushing a button on the actual device itself. It can be done just with a PK ring, which acts as a switch. So there's a magnetic switch up here. So just waving a PK ring, it will do the scan. There's a way of making it scan with the remote control. So that's just in your pocket. And there might be a way in the future of making it scan by pushing one of these buttons. I've asked for that as a feature. However, it doesn't have, this is me doing it on manual mode. Manual mode means I am in complete control of when it does the signal detection. Whereas you can have it on permanently on. And it's always reading. And once it's read one, it won't read that same one again for 20 seconds. You can choose all of the settings within the app. But my preferred method is to have it as a manual. So I am in complete control of when I push the button. But here we go. I'm going to go a little bit, well, I can't go too far away because of, I got to push the button on here at the moment. But if I just do that, there we go. 9 of clubs. 9 of clubs matches the 9 of clubs. So there we go. This product has different ranges and it can work all the way up to 3.5 meters. Now, I'm going to tell you that I fully tested it up to 3.5 meters and yes, it works. I would definitely say just be within that 3 meter range to be safe because when it's going through other items like thick clothing, someone puts on the inside of the jacket, it all decreases the length. But you could have this at the side of the stage on the wings. You could have someone stand in that area and it's now detecting the chosen playing card, the chosen item. Somebody could cut to a card, you walk away with the deck, they now look at the card and it just picks it all up and it's in a controlled setting. You could have this built into your table pointing upwards and now it's reading more in the top sort of area. You can choose whether you want it to be like this far, up to 3 meters. So you have total control over the distance. And then you have the backups of knowing when it's actually done the read, because it's now vibrated and told me that I've got the reading. It could output this to the scribe printer. It could output it to a watch. It could output the information in any way you could think possible. So I don't really know what else to say about this apart from it is insane. I'm just going to read very briefly through some of the website here, just in case there's anything that I've missed. But yeah, custom audio messages. Here, the exact card that the object has been named. Works with the thumper, the notifier. Instantly identify a spectator's playing card. Reveal a random zodiac sign chosen by an audience member. Detect and name an ESP symbol or tarot card. Predict a chosen object within a group of RFD tag items. Now, I love that. Imagine you have 5 cards here, 5 cards there, 5 cards there, and there's a hidden item. You've got to find the killer, like Cluedo, and you can always detect and find out which person is holding which one and narrow it down to their chosen card, all done with this amazing device. Switch a spectator's website on their phone using hidden, switch a website on their phone using hidden NFC tags. So it's fantastic. We've got the built-in vibrations, which you have complete control over. Short vibrations, long vibrations. It tells you everything that's happening. Now, it's you can link it to Bluetooth earpieces, the Unify app, the notifier device, and advanced features. Yes, you can program. Which one was I actually? Yeah, I'm on that camera. You can actually program random ones. So you can buy these deck of cards blank, or you can buy the actual tags themselves. I'm sorry, Lish, I can't answer the phone right now. But you can get random tags, put the tags onto objects, or you can get the blank cards and get them printed with different symbols or signs. Print by Magic offers that. Our website, printbymagic.com, which, by the way, is for sale or lease. Anyone who wants to, I will talk more about that at the end of this review. Let's not get sidetracked. But if you want a custom image printed onto these cards, you can have that done via printbymagic.com. And then you can literally come up with any sort of routines limited only by your imagination. So it's rather insane. So there we go. That is everything there. Registered mode. Registered mode is great. So if you're performing this and there's another magician in the room that has the same second sight long range, it doesn't interfere. So this has been thought of by pros. Battery life is 3 hours in normal mode, 1.5 in high speed mode. That means it's sending out more and more and doing a longer distance. So really, that is everything I think I need to go through with you. It's an insane product. Can I recommend it? Yes, I can. Will I use this in my professional walk around and gigs? Yes, walk around, I think it's definitely got its uses. It can be in your top pocket. It could just be in a box, like I say, and you put the box on the side. So imagine that's inside a box. Your box is there, or your box is on the table. Now I can read cards all the way up to, this sort of height, away from the box. So many different options. Then I might want to perform this in parlor situations. So I have that hidden inside a table or something. Or I might perform this on a full-blown stage on a cruise ship. And because of the direct connectivity and the lack of internet required, unless you do things like with AI and different predictions where it uses the internet, you have a completely solid prediction system that makes you look like you are a miracle worker. So for that reason, quite simple, I'm going to give this, where's the rating button, a 10 out of 10. Woo! It is a 10 out of 10 for this product because I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in my life. It is an investment, but not a huge investment. The actual quality of the build is incredible. The fact it's CE approved. The fact it's been safety tested to a high degree. That was one thing I was going to say briefly earlier was, it is emitting radio, but it's non-ionizing radio waves. So it's the same as Wi-Fi, but almost 1,000 times less because of the amount you're using this versus a Wi-Fi system, which is continually blasting your house with radiation, whatever it is. This is absolutely using a very minimal amount, and I am going even more careful, not for the reason of this. I just don't have it pulsing all the time. I just have it on manual mode, so I'm in complete control, so that I don't get a million responses back all of the time. So for that reason, it is a formidable piece of kit, which I highly recommend to every professional and semi-professional magician. There we go. 10 out of 10. Let's move on. I wish I had a button that could make, like, confetti go up every time I have a 10 out of 10. So I'm going to come up with that for the next time. I promise. Okay. Now let's put all of this aside briefly and let's talk to you just very briefly about some products that I highly recommend that have just come out recently. And then I'm going to talk to you about, this one here as well. And finally, I'm going to tell you this right now. Printbymagic.com. This is an official announcement. Printbymagic.com has been printing bicycle playing cards for the last 10 to 15 years. We're the only people printing directly onto bicycle cards, offering a service where we colour match and printing it for magicians like Dynamo and Alakazam and many of the big companies that want playing cards printed for their effects. They come to Print by Magic. Now, don't panic, I'm not going to just get rid of the company like this and stop the service. However, we're also a licensed printer of USPCC, by the USPCC. We've come to that arrangement. But the thing is, I don't want to print anymore. I want to go back to my roots and I want to perform. So quite simply, I need to pass the torch on for this company to someone else. The company is for sale. I am in talks with various magic companies around the world. I'd like to keep it in the UK, but I've had some companies in Germany and various other countries. But this is a service that is not offered by anybody else. I've been doing it for, like I say, 12, 13 years, and printing onto bicycle cards is certainly a challenge, but now we've been able to do it for such a long time. And I need to find a company who would like to take over the business. If you know anybody who would like to set up a printing business for playing cards for magicians and to take over, of course, my business is for sale. I'm not giving away anything for nothing, especially when it's been 10, 12 years of my life. 180 5-star reviews on Google, lots of people recommending Print by Magic, the website, everything is for sale in one large bundle, including my support to get things going. So for sale option, there may even be a lease option out there as well, but in a perfect world, I want to find someone who wants to continue this wonderful service, take over the business. If you know anyone or it's something that's of interest to you, please do get in touch. But for the continuable future, I will be doing all the printing myself and the business is running as normal. Just go to printbymagic.com, fill out the quick quote form in the top, and you can ask for any types of playing cards to be printed. Also, you can design your own cards online and get them printed directly onto bicycle stock. People get them printed for weddings and sell them to the couple. People get them printed for corporate events with logos. People get it printed for packet tricks or for their own releases. There's just an unlimited amount of products you can create with this business. So that is Print by Magic. It is for sale. Please do drop a line if it's of interest and I can send you a sales pack. Now, let's get on to the final part of this review show. We have two products. So this is just something I'm going to start adding to any future reviews, are little tidbits of things that I really like, things I've been reading, maybe perhaps, book of the week, book of the month, more for me because it takes me longer to read the books. I don't have much time. But my book of the month at the moment is definitely Monochrome. Absolutely love this by LUCA VOLPE. It has some incredible effects, well thought out. I'm only halfway through and I'm absolutely blown away by the quality of what you get inside this book. So the paper themselves is beautiful, but the actual routines, a wishing stone experience, the routines that have been drawn up by LUCA VOLPE are just super well thought out. The Dreamcatcher, well thought out routines from start to finish. You can tell right down to the language used, down to the emotions invoked, down to the items within the routines themselves, it's just a book well worth getting, and not just putting onto your shelf, but reading thoroughly. Actually, this is my second book, because I left mine, I think it fell out of a pocket on the train a few weeks back when I went into Manchester, and I was absolutely gutted, so I had to buy myself a second one. So that's that. Monochrome, Book of the Week, links are down below. Then another one by LUCA VOLPE is Intuito by the Pendulum Act. This is, again, an absolutely beautiful booklet. Now, here we go. It's not just a booklet, it's a routine. It's a 6-phase routine that is perfect for 30 people or more. I'm going to very quickly just show you the page. I'm not going to go into showing you too much on that, but this, for the price of it, it's not for just someone who is just messing around. This is for someone who wants a 30-minute, a whole piece of, maximum 30 people. I'm not sure how long the actual routine lasts, but I think you get at least 20, it's a full act basically, 15, 20, 30 minutes out of this one routine. And it's a 5 or 6 phase built up routine that uses pendulums, giveaways, and it's a reputation builder basically. So for that, you're paying for something that has been super well thought out, put together with meticulous care, all the language, the routining, the slides, everything creates something that is a perfect reputation maker for that sort of intimate audience of 30 or less people. So for the big corporate events or the dinner parties, this is something I highly recommend. I am super excited to be trying this one out in the future at one of my gigs. Then finally, I'm going to tell you, I can't remember the name of it here, but the trick. It's called A Credit Card Holder by Joker Magic. I love this. That's it, a credit card holder. And you just tap and you take a payment for something. Great thing is, you just fit your card inside like this. Pop that inside there, so it just slides in like that. Let's try and get that close up, like that, just slides in. And that is your credit card holder. It's been getting so many laughs, so many compliments every time I go and make a payment, saying, oh, I love that, where can I get one of those from? So this is my little thing. I carry that in my wallet, and I'm now using that instead of paying with Apple Pay on my phone. It's just a cool little attention grabber, something that gets people talking, because there's nothing better than doing something that is not saying you're a magician, inviting myself, I'm just going to show you a trick. It's something that brings the conversation to you, and then of course the natural thing may be show us a trick, or I need a magician for my next booking. So this is a great little thing. Link is down below. It's super cheap as well. So often I'm getting people ordering 1, 2 or 3 of these at a time. They're fantastic. So there we go. That's the end of this I'm not going to say this week's MagicWorld review because I've not been doing them weekly. This is the end of this review show. I really look forward to bringing you more reviews very, very soon. And if you've got any products that you'd like to see reviewed, just let me know in the comments down below. And do click the like, share, pass it on to everyone you possibly can. It really helps the channel build and grow. And if you own this at all yourself, Second Sight, please leave your comments down below. It's great to hear what regular users are feeling about products, and it gives other people genuine ideas as well. So my opinion is not always right, it's not always wrong, it's just my opinion. Have a fantastic week. See you very soon. Bye-bye.